Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video I'm going to talk about microcontrollers. And I already made a video on microprocessors, so if you haven't checked that out, link in description box below or else click on this I button. So in today's agenda of this video is to learn about microcontrollers, the basic functionality, how it works and what are its practical applications. So I'm going to explain about microcontrollers in this video with practical applications. So let's get started. So guys, what is a microcontroller? Let's just break down this word into two equal halves. Micro meaning is small and control meaning is you want to control something. And what is the something? You'll get to know by the end of this video. So you want to control something with small programs. So that is what the microcontroller is. And if you can think about a microprocessor, the functionality is to execute programs. The functionality is same in microcontroller as well. Microcontroller will also fetch, decode and execute the programs, but there is a difference. So a processor is designed, I'm talking about i5, Intel processors and mobile phone, smartphone processors, the microprocessors. So those processors are designed for multitasking. Now what do you mean by multitasking? It's just a funny example, but everyone does this. So your online class is going on and you're watching Instagram, or you're using Instagram, WhatsApp, Facebook. So that is what the multitasking is. Or else you're playing a game and you're transferring data from your hard disk to your computer folder. So that is what the multitasking. Multitasking can be done in microprocessors. In your smartphones, in your computers, you can do it very easily, multitasking. But microcontroller cannot do this. Microcontrollers are specifically designed for doing single task like running a washing machine or heating food in a microwave oven. Their microcontrollers are designed specifically for specific tasks. So it can do one task at one time. It can't do multitasking, right? So that is the major difference between a microprocessor and a microcontroller. Another big difference between microcontroller and a microprocessor is its existence. So a microcontroller exists in the form of a single chip. So everything is integrated, fabricated into a single chip. The RAM, the fixed amount of RAM, the fixed amount of ROM, the data buses, control buses, everything, and CPU, everything, timers also. Everything is fabricated into a single chip. So something like this. So I told you they are designed for specific task, right? So you can't alter the program, you can't modify the program. So that is the only reason. You can't even expand the RAM because it is in the form of a single IC, right? Something like this. But the microprocessors are different. So if you go to Google and search about motherboard of a personal computer, there you'll be seeing that there is a dedicated slot for RAM, ROM, and your processor is different. Separate from RAM, ROM. But where in case of microcontroller, everything is fabricated into a single chip, right? So that is what another big difference between microprocessor and a microcontroller. And in microprocessor you can expand your RAM whenever you want, so there is a dedicated slot provided. But in this case it is fabricated into a single chip, so you can't modify the program written in this, anything like that. So that is the difference between microprocessor and a microcontroller. Now I want to talk about the applications of microcontroller. So there are plethora of applications of microcontroller in our day-to-day life. We use it in our day-to-day life, such as one such example is your air conditioner remote. The air conditioner remote will be having some buttons, and there is a timer button and everything. Those are called as input buttons, and the display where the fan speed and the temperature will be displayed, and that display is output, right? So there is a microcontroller present in that, and which has a fixed program, right? If you press on any button, there is a dedicated program for that. So that is one example of microcontroller. And another example is your microwave oven. So microwave oven, if you can look at it, if you can observe it, there are buttons as well, and there is a display button to indicate the temperature. So that is the output, and there is a timer running. So that is also a timer circuit, and that is one example of microcontroller. And your best example is washing machine. A washing machine is also a embedded system. So what I'm talking about is all about embedded system. An embedded system is a system which is designed with the help of hardware and software, right? So what I am explaining so far in this video is all about embedded system, right? Now you might be wondering about one question, like the microcontroller and a microprocessor are designed to execute programs, right? A processor can execute huge program and can execute small program as well. So you might be having a question, why can't we use microprocessor instead of microcontroller? So it's a valid question, but the answer for this is, the cost. So if you want to purchase a processor, it will cost you higher than what it costs you in purchasing a microcontroller. So yes, microcontroller are very cheap when you compare with microprocessor. And also there is one more reason. So you're not a layman, right? So you can't use a i5 or i3 processor to execute small programs. It's just a foolishness, right? So that is why microcontrollers came into existence. Like you can't simply fit a microprocessor inside your microwave oven, right? It's very huge, right? So instead of microprocessor, you can use simple IC and it does the job done, right? So it requires a specific program, and that is taken care out by your microcontroller. So why do we require microprocessor? Not required, right? So we need microprocessor to fulfill our needs, to fulfill our our complex programs, to run a multitasking, whatever we do in our day-to-day life. But for doing small programs, for remote control or for your air conditioner, you don't require microprocessor. There you require microcontroller. So that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching this video till here, and I hope you understood whatever I explained in this video. And if you have any doubt, let me know in the comment section below, and also let me know what are other applications of microcontroller that you know in the comment section below. Also do check out other videos that I made, other fascinating videos that I made. I also made a video on Elon Musk's Neuralink project. So if you haven't checked that out, definitely click on the link in the description box below, or else check out my video section. So that's it for this video, and please share this video with your friends, and subscribing to my channel is much appreciated. Thank you so much for watching. This is your Kiran signing off. I'll catch you in my next video.